Alright, what is up? Hope you're doing well and welcome back to Fill of the Week. We are now at week number 7 and I've just finished enjoying my little 2-week vacation. I tried to be out and about a little bit because the weather here in Sweden has been really nice over the last couple of weeks. And in here as well, it gets really hot in here because again, the air conditioning system in this entire building is not working and it won't be fixed until after the summer. So if I'm a bit sweaty in my videos, that's why. Anyway, over the last couple of weeks, I've been messing around with my setup a little bit. You can see I don't have any rack toms right now. I actually have a floor tom on my left and a floor tom on my right, which is really fun to mess around with. But the fill that we have today does not depend on this kind of setup, so don't worry, you can play the normal setup that you do and you will still be able to play this fill. This week we have a fill suggestion from Arif Julani, who wants to see some kind of fill involving the double paradiddle. The double paradiddle is just right, left, right, left, right, right, and then the left-hand lead version is left, right, left, right, left, left. So what I've done here is I've taken that entire phrasing, played on the snare drum, and then towards the end of it, I changed the sticking a little bit to get these toms involved, and then I end with my left hand on beat 1 on the crash here on my left. And again, if you don't use this particular setup, you don't have a floor tom or a crash or anything over here, just move your left hand in, play it on the rack tom, play it on another cymbal, mess around with the orchestration, because this kind of fill where the accents are really easy to move around, really opens it up for you to kind of mess around with the orchestration and get some different sounds out of this same fill. So I will just break it down for you guys. I'll play it slow, medium, fast, and then two different groove settings to kind of give you an idea of what it could sound like in a groove. So, hope you enjoy. Alright, so I want to give you guys one quick little tip, and I kind of mentioned this before, but I want to stress that one more time, which is with this particular fill, and basically any fill that involves a rudiment oftentimes, where you have kind of really clear accents that move around, especially when they switch back and forth between your hands. Any fill like that is very, very easy to kind of manipulate and orchestrate differently to make it sound different. I didn't do a whole lot of that in this example where I played now, but I do want to mention it for you guys to know that you can do this. Basically, you can take your right hand, in the first half of the fill. You don't have to play those accents on the snare. You can move those out to a cymbal, add a bass drum underneath, or move them to your tom on your right, or the rack tom, or this tom, or anything. You can really move it around, and basically, depending on how you phrase that, how you choose to move the accents around, the same fill, the same sticking can sound very different and can sound very cool in a different way. So I encourage you guys to mess around with that. As always, this is a pretty general tip I want you guys to keep in mind for any of these Fill of the Week lessons. Do that, take that approach, move the accents around, accents specifically. Ghost notes you can move around too, but accents are pretty easy to just move around, hit the tom, hit a cymbal, add the bass drum underneath. That will really just change the phrasing and help you make that fill into something of your own. So that will be everything I had for you guys this week. Hope you enjoyed this quick little lesson. And as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know what kind of fill you would want to see for next week's lesson. I will read all the comments, pick my favorite comment, and use that suggestion for a fill to create the fill for next week's lesson. So take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I will see you in a week. See ya.